Hi there, and welcome to the Old Forest Cave. The water is boiling, and I'm going to have a cup of coffee. And while I have my cup of coffee, I want to, oops, very warm. I want to address a topic that is kind of important actually, because it will affect all of us sooner or later. And the question is, and I want to ask you this question: do you think that you will be able to retire? Like, retire from work? Do you think that that will ever happen? Most people, especially older people, they would say yes, because that's what they were promised. And we are paying taxes, and a lot of it as well. And the idea is that at least part of those taxes are meant to go to your pension when you're here comes the smoke, when you get older and when you retire. But what if the whole system, what if I told you the whole system is about to break apart? It's not sustainable. And if you do get a pension, it will be so small, there won't be enough money there for you to have a decent quality of life. What if I told you that, especially if you're 30 or younger, you will probably never be able to retire? Now, I'm not stating that as a fact. But if we look at the numbers, and if we look at how the population is becoming older, the numbers, they don't add up. We won't be able to sustain that system that we have had. Now I'm 52, and I believe personally that I'm right at the edge, right at the border between those who will get a decent pension and those who won't. So I don't know what my situation will be. But this is something that, people who know a lot more about this than I do, they make videos and they write about this. And a lot of them are saying that don't count on it. Don't count on ever being able to retire. And then many of those same people are saying that you should start saving, which is good advice. Now, none of what I'm saying here is financial advice, by the way. But I will say this. Yes, you should save money. You should invest money in sensible ways. But in real life, to many people, especially young people, they barely have enough to cover their monthly costs, food, rent, and so on. And they have so little to put aside to save that it will never be enough. It will never be enough. And then what do you do? I think that the answer is that, you need to craft a life or design a life that is sustainable. A lifestyle that you can maintain, that you can be happy with your entire life. Now, that's easier said than done, but I want to share some thoughts that I have about that. And I do have some personal experience on that, actually. As I guess a lot of you know by now, I am not a YouTuber, I'm a novelist. Well, you could say I'm a YouTuber as well, because I am on YouTube, but this is not my job. This YouTube is a joke in many ways, but my real job is writing books, and I'm very happy with being a novelist. I like writing books, and I don't think I will ever stop writing books. So, due to several reasons, when I was younger, I chose that path. And I think that what you need to do is to find something enjoyable that won't kill you because of the stress and long hours, and do that. And then if that doesn't pay enough, maybe you'll have to look at your lifestyle apart from that. Can you reduce your costs? For instance, do you need a smartphone? Do you need that Netflix subscription? Do you need that gym subscription? Well, I will poor example, because I think lifting weights is something that everyone should do. But here in Norway at least, you can go to a powerlifting gym, which is much cheaper and much friendlier. But are there things that you can do to reduce your costs? Can you move, to a cheaper place? Can you add something to your income, like some, do you have a hobby that could maybe make a little bit of money? And people, when they say this, they often mention YouTube, but the way YouTube works now, it's laughable. So there isn't much money here, even with a large channel like mine, there isn't much money. But is there something you can do, to redesign your life so that it's something that you like? Can you redesign your life so that you can keep going your entire life while not being dependent on a pension when you retire? And then if you do get a pension when you retire, that's an added bonus, right? Now, in my video a few days ago, I mentioned how I was in a car accident when I was young, and I broke my neck, and I had to redesign my life, because I was on the path of getting into things like running maybe I would have been a CEO, maybe I would have been in finance or some other business, because I was studying business administration and economics. And that car accident happened right at the end of those years of studying, and I had to make some hard choices. And in a way, I was lucky, actually, because I got to make those choices at an early age. And then followed, of course, many very difficult years, financially very difficult. But I'm very happy that I made the choice that I made back then. Because now I'm able to have a life that I'm happy with. It is financially sustainable. And my books are available in many languages, so I do make good money from my books, of course, and I like writing. I like that lifestyle, Yeah, there's a lot of solitude, and you need it as a writer. And yeah. So can you do some thinking? Can you do some deep thinking on what is it that you really want to do? And can you redesign your life in such a manner that you get into that lifestyle where you're looking forward to every new day? When you wake up, you can't wait to start your day, you know. That's how it should be, you know. We're not supposed to slave away at these offices or in other places. We're not supposed to live like that. It's unnatural. It's wonderful up here. It's a foggy, misty autumn morning, and the heather is at the end of its blooming days. The flowers are almost gone now, and the trees are starting to drop their leaves, getting ready for winter. I heard an owl walking up here, and very soon we will have can you hear that? That's a ship out on the fjord sounding the foghorn. Very soon we will have birds that spend most of the year in the forest. They will get closer to the houses where people are feeding them, so that they can survive the winter. And I think the winter is a beautiful time. It's a time for reflection. It's a time for long evenings with a fire going in your fireplace, and yeah, it's very silent. It's getting colder in the mornings, and I'm looking forward to some longer hikes that I will be doing now before the snow comes. Yeah. All is good. All is wonderful. Life is beautiful. Okay. I wish you a wonderful day, a beautiful day, and I'll see you soon. Okay. Bye.